Welcome to another. We need to turn Nezuko around. Nezuko, you're facing the wrong way. Hang on. Let's turn you the right way. Okay, there we go. Oh, wrong way. Hello, and welcome. We are here once again with a live stream. And I don't know how tonight will go because the last time we did Minecraft, it went awful. Not necessarily really went awful, but it just, nobody watched it. Which, I mean, I understand, I gotta do more interesting stuff, but I thought I'd try it one more time. I thought, let's give it, maybe it was, something, it was just not that a good day or something, so we're gonna try it again. I think it'll work. But let me get everything set up here. All right. Let's see here. And post. All right. Okay. So. Few things that I did want to bring up. Well, I guess we can just get on into it. But I do need to see here. Oops. Okay, hang on. Okay. Yeah, we should be ready to go. All right. So anyway, we will get going here in just a moment. Do that. And now we have this. All right. So basically, what my goal is with this whole thing is that I thought it would be neat if we built a world in Minecraft to where we had different anime locations in Minecraft. And we get a whole world to where it's full of different locations. And I thought that'd be cool. So we're gonna try that, and I mean, we could, if we really want to get into it, we could build like the big tower from Licorice Recoil. We could build the wall from Attack on Titan, anything like that. But the thing is, though, is this bug. This bug is not here until I sit down to stream. I swear I thought I got all of them. It's gonna annoy me. Gosh dang it. But I don't know how long I'll stream. I'm getting the stuff together to do the collection thing for next week, but it is not ready for this week. Hopefully that'll be ready for next week, though. But let's just go ahead and, yeah, all right. So we're just gonna build a world, and we're gonna start working on it, and we'll see where we get. And if you guys have any suggestions along the way, feel free to voice those opinions. Now, this is our survival world. It did nothing, so we will create a new world, and it is going to be creative. We're just going to do peaceful because who cares? World type doesn't matter. None of that matters. And we'll just type it anime. All right. So we're in a snow biome. This is the worst place for a horse racing track. So we'll go find us a new place. I don't know really what the best place for a horse. It's not a mountain, that's for sure. I'd like to find like a nice plain biome. I think that'd be nice. Now, a few of you, I have noticed from looking at the analytics and everything, a few of you watch these streams after they have been live. And if that is one of you, I appreciate you. Let me know in the comments in the stream archive if that is you. I appreciate you. And I would be very happy to know that there are some of you out there that actually do that. Because the analytics say you do, but I don't, maybe you just don't comment anything. But I would be, look, Little Village. It's very pretty. But I would be appreciative to like hear from some of you and to be like, hey, I am one of those people. That would be really cool. Because it says that there's a bunch of you that do that. Now, how much of you, I mean, you watch enough of it because it says that there's like hours that you guys watch. So, I don't know. Either way, it is neat. This is too wet. Too wet. We need to find us a nice, suitable... I mean, this is nice, but it's just too much trees. We don't want to have to be clearing trees for a long time. There's some mountainy stuff. I mean, I guess I could have done a super flat, but I really just was hoping to not do that. Here's a nice area. Yeah. We could make this work. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's not awful. We can make this work. We can make this work. Okay. Let's try here. Let's try here. So, let's stop for a second, and let's. Okay. So, our here is what we're working with. Hold on, let me move this out of the way. Oops. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, so this right here, this is what we're working with. And we're only gonna build 3 areas of it. We're only gonna build this thing, this, and this. So, as you can see here, here it is in the anime. Here is the like overhead shot of it. Here's another overhead shot of it. Here is a IRL picture of it. Here is this building in the back. That is, hold on, let me grab. Okay. So with this and this, that's what we're going to build in this. There's that building. Here is the front of this one. And there's another image of it. So yeah, as you can see here, it's a turf over here, it's dirt there. So I think it's neat. So I'm thinking we build, we gotta flatten out the area, but I feel like we need to build this thing first, and then we'll go from there. But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I kind of hate how, can't I get shears? And then that's a good way to kill this. No, it does no different. I thought I could do it without breaking a bunch of holes. But apparently not. Like I said, I don't know how long we'll stream. This is pretty much the last thing for gaming if it does not work, which, I mean, admittedly, it probably won't. But, it's a test. It's a test. We'll see if it does. Maybe you guys just aren't into gaming, and that's, you know, that's fine. That's fine. I don't really know what to talk about, to be honest. Because when there's no one to have a conversation with, that's quite hard. But we will continue going at it anyway, and we will see what happens. Alright, grab grass. Too fast. Get out of the way, Mr. Chicken. So, we're just making a big flat area right now because we need to just make a big flat area for the big grandstand. And then we will build our grandstand. Then we'll make a flat area later for the racetrack itself. But today we're just going to work on the grandstand. And we'll see how that goes. I have not played creative Minecraft in a long time. So if you're thinking, wow, he moves so bad, yeah, that's probably why. I'm trying to think of topics to talk about, but a lot of the topics that I have, I want to save for a video. I mean, I guess I can talk about the horse racing game because that's relevant. I did start that. I am having a good time with it. Really, the only reason that I didn't stream that is because I'm having a fun time playing it on my own, and I really just didn't want to make it into something that I'm doing, you know, for not necessarily work, because this really isn't work. But I just like having that for like a personal thing because it's fun to just mess around with. I will say I am really big into that game right now. That game is very fun. It's a type of like gacha game that I find myself enjoying quite a bit, because so many gacha games, like one game that I will say I enjoyed quite a bit was the Fire Emblem Heroes. I really liked that, mostly because I liked the puzzles of it. But they were very simple. They were basically like a Fire Emblem puzzle, but they were very simple. But a lot of other gachas, I'm just not a fan of them because it's basically just, it's too simple. Like it's either way too simple or way too boring of gameplay. With Pretty Derby, the horse game, at least there I'm like, okay, I'm having a very fun time playing this because there is actually some challenge to getting these horses to the point to where I can, win with them. And even then, it's definitely, you've got to actually like work with them. And there's variety to how they win and how they race and everything. And I'm having a very good time playing that. So I probably won't stream that. I feel like that's just been streamed to death. And so I'm just not going to do that. Also, I'm going to lean my chair back because this is hurting me. I leaned it up because I was like, oh, it'll make me look like I'm taller, but it's just hurting my back. So we're going to change that a little bit. But I also, because there's not a lot of you here, I can rant. So I will be honest. I have seen a bunch of streamers that have jumped on this bandwagon of playing that game. And while that's all fair and good, I love seeing, that there's more and more people with it. I agree, the game is genuinely so fun. Hold on, hang on, I gotta move to where I can see chat. I thought the concept was silly. Yes, Lily, I thought the exact same thing. I thought this is a dumb idea. It's just horse racing, but it's just that. And I was not about it. I was like, this is not a series that I'm interested in. And I did not watch it for a long time. Did not even think about the series, even though I had people telling me over and over again, you would like this series. And I was like, no, not into it. And then I finally did get into it because of this game getting popular. And I'm like, oh, I would have liked this. I should have started watching this years ago. But anyway, yeah. Hello, Swift Blitz. But yeah, a lot of streamers have gotten into this game, not Minecraft, but what the heck is this? Oh, okay. Let's just get you. But a lot of streamers have gotten into the horse racing game and have decided that they are big into it and everything. And I'll say this. There are two different types of streamers that have decided to jump into that bandwagon. The first of which is a group of streamers to where they are very passionate about the game and they are genuinely having a good time. They mean no ill will, and they actually are a big fan of it, and they're appreciating it for what it is, and I love those people. I think those people are great. I have no problem with them because you can tell they are genuinely just trying to have a good time. They think it's a fun game, similar to how I do, and they don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with them. I think they're great. Then you have a group of people, and I'm not going to point out anybody because you can figure out who it is. But they basically are just in it because it is popular. They don't care about the game. They're going to badmouth it while they're playing it. They're going to talk about how it's, I finished the 3 seasons of Rent-A-Girlfriend. It's peak, and season 4 just started. I'll talk about that here in a minute as well. But these streamers are just playing this game because it is, it's going to get some views. And to those people, I'm like, all right, but that's not your thing. So if you aren't into it, don't play it. Find something that is, you don't have to play the most popular thing. If you're playing something else, that's fine. I hate when streamers do this. I hate when a streamer will jump on a new game because it's popular, but they don't really care about it and they don't have any enjoyment out of it. If that's, them, don't do it. Don't do it. That's not your thing, and that's fine. But anyway, like I said, I'm not going to point out names, but that was annoying me because so many people jumped onto it. And I don't have a problem with bandwaggers. It's so discouraging to see these random playing it because it's popular and also putting down the... Yeah, exactly. If you don't like the game, don't play it. Just because it's popular doesn't mean you have to play it. Yeah, randoms. I got what you meant. If you have a good time playing it and you want to play it more on stream, even if you are not if this is kind of out of your wheelhouse, that's fine. I'm fine with that. You can play anything you want on stream as long as you are appreciating it for what it is. That is a-okay. Just don't, I tell you what, should we do this on super flat? Because I'm going to spend a lot of time just putting down this. Let's just do it in super flat. Let's just do it in super flat. But yeah, if you have, you know, if you want to do a random game that's popular, but you enjoy it, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. Not at all. Okay, so once again, let's see here. Let's go here. Go here. This is what we're working with. This is what we are trying to do here. This is a little over a mile. This is about 6,000 feet. And so what I am thinking is that we're going to say that this is about 2,000, this is 2,000, this is 1,000, this is 1,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this about 1,000 feet. And then this one will be about like 300. Not 300. Yeah, about 300. But we're going to center up this. So we're going to make this first. And then we're going to, as you can see here, this is what we're going to try to build. So we're going to make a square. And let's get back onto that. And as for, like, it's like a sandstone type look here. You can see there, it's kind of a sandstony look. There's also a brick look down here. So we're gonna try to go for that. Oops. Game, there we go, gosh. But yeah. Rent a Girlfriend Season 2 has started. So that is a big, exciting thing. Not Season 2, Season 4. Yeah, Season 4. But yeah, oops. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. Okay. So we're gonna go about, let's say, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So each of these are 3 feet, so this is 30 feet. The Hawaiian Ark, yeah, I'm so excited. I am so excited. So let's just say that it's 100 feet. Let's just say it's 100 feet. So about what? What is 100 feet? If it's about like 33 of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just do 30 of them. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Yes, I am excited about it because I think, for one, we're going to get a lot of good panels of Chizuru in a bikini, which is always, peak. But, yeah, it should be quite enjoyable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Takapi's Original Sin. So I haven't watched it yet, but I do plan to. I haven't really had a lot of time this week. I've been working and then trying to get some videos together because I'm going to be out of town this weekend. But it is on my watch list. I plan to actually watch that this weekend, maybe. Okay, so this needs to be about 1,000 feet long. Also a bit on Mommy's Past. Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff in this arc. I am curious because 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm curious to see where they go past this season, because this season really, like, you know, there's a pretty much a good stopping point. But after this point, there's a lot of chapters in the next arc. And I'm curious to see if they do a Love is War type thing and they just stop. And they just, I mean, Love is War is getting a special thing, but basically they aren't doing it. But I am curious to see where they go from here. Because I think it's interesting. I think a lot of people hate what's past this point in the manga, and I'm not going to spoil it here, but I like it. I like what comes next, and I want to see it. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Hold on, let me go find out here. Whoops. There's, and then the Thinking Turkey anime, the bowling anime. I decided not to make a video on that. I was going to make a video on that, and it actually was going to take the place of the Cyberpunk video, and probably would have performed better, to be honest. But I decided not to. I decided to wait, because I'm actually going to just watch it, and then I'm going to review it at the end of the season. Because I feel like that's a very interesting idea. And a lot of people were like, they were defending it, because they were like, oh, it's, you know, you gotta judge, you know, don't judge a book by its cover. And I'm like, yeah, but I wanted a bowling anime. I didn't want a time travel anime. And I don't know. It's not what I signed up for, really, you know? All right, I think this is gonna be our building. I don't know if that's exactly the right dimensions or anything, but this is what we're gonna go with. So let's see here, hang on. Let me see, what do we need to go with? So there is like this little stand area at the bottom. And what I will say is, it looks like there's gonna be like a little, like, obviously there'll be a, like a little walkway back here in the back. So we're gonna say that, let's make that like 10 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we'll do it right there. And that'll give us, this will be our, like the back of like where like all the concessions are and everything. This is where that'll be. And where you like the stairs are and everything, this is where that's gonna be. But has anybody, for the people that are here, have you watched any other anime for this season? I'm curious, because I haven't really started anything this season, to be honest. I haven't even started Rent a Girlfriend. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I take that back. I did start one anime. I started the NTR anime, which I think is quite funny, to be honest. That was like the one that I was like, I need to watch this. And so, not yet. Yeah, it's not necessarily that I haven't, about the trash. I forgot the name, but it's like The Premise. I have not heard of that one. You'll have to let me know, because I haven't actually heard of that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Make a 5 gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I also started Made in Abyss, not sure how I feel about it. I have never watched that one. A lot of people say it's really good, and it's one that I plan to watch someday, but I just haven't got around to it yet. And, you know, some people say it's great, and then some people say, oh, it's just fine. Hang on, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I lost count again. I want to start the Apothecary Diaries. Man, that was good. No spoilers, but man, it was good. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I was worried about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I did count right, but I should have went more. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. I'm going to start watching Fist of the North Star. I heard it's good. I have not heard of that one. But about Apothecary Diaries, man. So, season 2, for me, to be honest, I was not a fan of the first few episodes. I kind of thought, you know, it's just more of the same. And I was very worried that it was just going to be a very boring season, to where it's going to become one of those anime. There's a lot of anime like Apothecary Diaries, and I have not read ahead on Frieren, and I'm hoping that it is not the same with that, to where after the first few arcs, they really just don't know what to do with the story. They just basically just kind of like, well, we don't really, you know, like, this is our story so far, but, you know, we just really don't know where to go. We don't want to end it right now, so basically we're just kind of going to do slice of life stuff, which is fine, but also, like, when you make a really good arc, you don't want to follow it up with a mediocre arc. So with Apothecary Diaries, I thought, like, oh, it's just going to be kind of a mediocre arc about this, basically, which concubine has a kid. And I thought that was it. And then we started getting, like, the thing with the cat and everything, and I just thought, you know, they're adding in new characters so they can kind of do something with them later. And no. You start to kind of see the where they're going to go with stuff later, and it really was good. I mean, it was so good. Are more of a manga reader or an anime watcher? Anime watcher. I'll be 100% honest, about maybe half of those manga I have not read. Because either I will buy a series and not get around to it, but will continue to buy the series, or I will read a few of the volumes and get bored of it. But if I buy over like 5 of them, I feel obligated to just continue to buy them, which is not a good thing, but it's where I'm at. Like, there's only like 2 or 3 series that I ongoingly keep up with, and most of them have ended. Like, I tried to keep up with Komi. I do keep up with Rent-A-Girlfriend. I do keep up with well, no, that one's over too. TZ Master Takiya-san, the adult one. That one, or did that end? I know the kid one ended. I didn't read much manga anymore, but I'm interested in reading more light novels. Light novels are great. I actually have gotten into a few light novels And those are actually really fun to read, at least I think. But that's kind of a, you know, different beats for different people. Because not everybody's going to want to read, you know, just basically a book. And I quite enjoy that. But the worst part is that some of like the most interesting books, like Apothecary Diaries and like Too Many Losing Heroines, were behind. So yeah, I don't know if I'd say 10 times better, but I'd say the best manga will be better than the best light novel. I take that back. The best manga can be really good. Like, a good manga has an insanely good head start because of the artwork. I've only read Haruhi, but I might start. Too Many Losing Heroines has been a very fun read, even though I'm reading basically the same thing that I've watched, because we have not gotten any of the stuff past the anime, at least in English yet. I think we have, and I just haven't picked it up. But everything that I've read personally is stuff that I have watched. But as for, and I'll be making a video on it soon, but I'll go ahead and talk about it. As for like best anime of the year so far, it's definitely Apothecary Diaries in my opinion. Now there are others that I think have done well, and I'm trying to catch up with a few so that I know for sure what my like top 5 would be. But Apothecary Diaries, without a doubt, is in that top 5. Hello, Samuela. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Twofer. I probably said that wrong. I'm so sorry, but hello. Thank you for stopping by. I also am planning to watch Astro Boy, a really old anime from the 60s. Want to go old school. Yeah, I've heard it's a fun series. I was really into the old movie. I mean, it ain't an old movie. It's from like 2010s, but... Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you will enjoy. We are trying to build a horse race track, but looking very bare bones right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do that. But yeah, Astro Boy is. I mean, it's a fun-looking one. I don't know if I would ever. There's other old ones that I think I would be more up my alley, but I mean, it's one of the, the greats. So it's definitely like something that I think anime fans should check out. But I don't know if very many, will or not. But props on you for taking the initiative to check it out. Let's do 2. No. 3, 3, 3. No, we'll do 2. Should we do 2? How should we do this? How should we do this? Should we do... I mean, I guess we could do 4. because this is what we're going for. Hang on. This is what we're going for. This right here. And to be honest, that's not that steep. Like, all right, I'm gonna make this 3 tall, maybe 4 tall. So this is like 10 blocks tall. Hello, Weeb-sama. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are trying to build a racetrack. What are the PC specs? Okay. I'm gonna disappoint you. It's a Mac. But it is a Mac Studio. I mean, my thing doesn't have the F keys. It's an Attack on Titan keyboard. It's pretty cool, but it's not got the F keys up here, so can't show you the F3 menu, but yeah. Ow, I just pulled my arm. So you really got me there. Yeah, it's not like something that I'm like, you know. All right, so there's 4 sections here. So I'm gonna go 12 tall, and then, okay. We're gonna go 12 tall, 12 blocks tall. All right. Can we sleep? Because I'd love to get rid of this rain. No, of course not. So this is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go 10. People are making memes that if you like My Little Pony, then you must get into... I mean, that's fair. I think they got a point. They got a point. There are software solutions where you can upload pictures and it gives you a building plan guide. Huh. That's an idea for future stuff, but I do kind of want to wing this one, to be honest. I kind of enjoy just winging it sometimes, and I think that's what we're going to do tonight. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I sleep yet? Thank goodness. Yeah, I'm just having. To be honest, I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish this in one stream. We are doing like fairly well. We got 5 people. I'm fine with that. That's better than the other one did. The other one I had like 2 people watching the entire time, so this one is not bad. But we might. We'll see. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. There's 10 of them, and I need 4 spots. So, all right, so we'll just not use the bottom one and the top one. Let's just do that. So we'll do right here. Hang on. What do we got here? So it's like little walkways. The pony fandom only got infamous for the jar and the addiction dedication. Yeah, I mean, even from like a young age, I remember how people used to make fun of the My Little Pony, you know, fandoms and everything. Which, you know, it's like, to each their own. Like there is a lot of people in that fandom that are not doing it for the wrong reasons. They're just doing it to have a good time. I mean, if those are the people, then I don't really have a problem with them. Now, there are the weird people, but hey, they're everywhere. I'm an anime fan, you know, I can't talk much. I'm sure someone's put an Anya in a jar. And to be honest, you know, it happens. It is so good that it's not raining. All right, so now we'll go down through here and we'll make more of those. I kind of hate how slow the blocks get placed. But I mean, like I said, I have not played creative on PC since I've been about 13. Which I know I'm playing on Mac, but... And I know there's, you know, things like, I don't know if World Edit is still a thing, but that used to be a big thing whenever I was younger. And I'm sure it is, but we don't have that luxury. Alright, so now we'll go through and we'll build the seats for down here on the bottom. Which I guess, really it should be like this, because the front row is going to have to be... Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Alright, yeah. So if I go like this, and I go through here, and I do this. Hold on, let's go down here. What we're going to do is we're going to make this area right here, and then we're just going to repeat that over and over again. So, going back to the photo here, I need to... All right. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. Okay, so we see this here. If we see this, what we're working with here is it looks like little blue seats down here. Gonna go watch that last episode of Yakuza Fiance real quick. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. So it looks like little blue seats down here and then little white seats. So it looks like the blue seats have like their own little section. So let's do those first. All right, so down here, I'm gonna have to redo this because, all right, so they have their own little section. Let's just say it's this bottom two here. But I do want that gone. So I almost have to make this 3. 1, 2, 3. So if I do that, 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 and that. And then we go down here and we just make another row. I think this will work. I think this will work. So what we'll do is all right, what's a good, all right, here we go. Here we go. This is perfect. All right, we're gonna get rid of these. We're gonna get rid of this. And we're gonna put these here. I'm gonna put, no, I'm gonna put them right here. Are you going to build a city? So what we're going to build first is we're going to build the horse racing track from the new Umamatsume, I think that's how you pronounce it, game. We're going to build, which is actually around this stadium. So what my thought is if we did this and we it actually looks nice, we could build like other anime stuff around the stadium. Not necessarily a city, but just other fun stuff. You know, whatever we decided on and everything. But we can decide that later. That's not really a crucial thing right at the moment. All right, so there is our bottom. And so we're going to put that there. Put that there. So we're going to do like that. Yeah, I like that. So then we'll come out here like that. And so we have this area, which will be a walkway. And we could leave that blank and put a handrail there. All right. And then this area right here has to be steps. Yeah. All right, so sandstone. All right. Well, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Better if you do the digital version. Yeah, I mean that is an idea for the future and everything. It'd definitely be fun. Sand. I mean, we can do this. Oh, okay. Here. How do I? All right. Yeah. Okay. That looks much better. like that. And then we could metal wall, fence, bar. Let's see how this looks. No, not feeling it. We're gonna have to do fences. We'll do fences. Let's just do birch. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Oops. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. That looks actually kind of nice. All right, so that's our bottom area. Oh, we can't do that. Well, we can if we do this. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Okay. I mean, we could have another step up here. Or if we put this, if we raise this whole area up, have a smooth sandstone there, have this here. I kind of like that. Kind of like that. It's kind of looking nice. All right. And then we have one flat row. And then, what's these other ones? They're like white. So we need like a white step. Marble? What is that white? I know it's in here because I used to love using it. I mean, I guess we could be consistent and make it wood. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Okay. Oops. All right, so those are, there's 4 sections of those, and we're just gonna make them 2 apiece. So how many did that take up? It took up 4. A row here. And we put that there. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, this is working. Have you thought about getting a PC? Uh, yeah. I'll be honest, the closest I got to buying one was that Freerun PC that they got from, oh, who's the company that makes that? I cannot think. It ain't, is it Secret Labs? No, that's this. Yeah, that's the people that make my chair. Uh, I think they, it's not High Grounds, it's people that made the Attack on Titan keyboard. I cannot remember. But yeah, whoever it is, I really like their stuff, and I've heard good things. So I have thought about getting one from them, but I have just not done it yet. No reason, but just haven't done it yet. But I probably will at some point. Well, it'd be here. And then one there. One there. One there. One there. Oh, yeah, it did work out. Well, sweet. Alright. Let's go ahead and put all the sandstone down. There. But yeah, I mean, at some point I will definitely buy a PC. I don't know when. I'm kind of, I wouldn't say that I am not spending money right now, but I'm definitely trying to be more wise with my money, especially due to all the tariffs and all that. Like, it's just made me be more self-conscious about spending. So I have kind of limited stuff. Like, I canceled a lot of pre-orders the other day. Not necessarily because I didn't want them, but because I was like, I can't really. Oh, yeah, I'm not tech savvy, like at all. That is one thing that I am very bad about. So it would be me having to buy a pre-built pretty much. I keep hitting the 6 key instead of the 7 key. Tariffs on computer components are exempt. Oh, I meant like anime stuff. Like, because of the tariffs, the anime stuff has gone up in price. And so it has made me overall want to spend less money. Not just on the computer things. I have actually not looked at computer stuff in a while. Not because I'm not interested, just because I've been into other things. Dang it. That looks nice. All right, let's add these. Yeah, that looks nice. I'm happy with that. I am quite happy with that, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. That looks quite nice. Now, what we're gonna have to do is figure out how we want to light this, but we'll get there. So what we'll do is we'll build this bottom section, or I guess we could do from the top down. Well, let's build all the walls. Well, we gotta build the bottom section. All right. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what I canceled. Because I canceled quite a bit, to be honest. Basically all of the original figure stuff, like this thing. Oh gosh, she's stuck. She is stuck. This thing, like all of them like that, I canceled because it's like the biggest thing for me as to why I will buy an anime figure is because it's like, oh, I watched that anime, I enjoyed it, here is a figure from it. I canceled a few original figures. I canceled a I guess I don't need to. Yeah, I do need to. I canceled let me think. Oh, that My Life as a Nukai-san's dog. The figure of her and the dog in the bath. I canceled that, which wasn't that big of a heartbreak. Did you order any gacha game figures? Not yet. I will. I absolutely will. I will definitely be buying some Matsume figures. Definitely will be doing that soon. But I have not yet. But I definitely will. Definitely will. I don't think I'm going to do... I had thought about it, but I don't think I'm going to until I watch the series at least. Buy anything, because I kind of want to figure out like what my favorite characters are. Right now, my favorite characters are Gold Ship and... which I can't show you my stats because it's on my phone, and my phone is... You are my phone. But my favorite characters from that are Gold Ship and... Oh, none from any gacha games I haven't played. I don't buy that many figures in general from anime from anime that I have not played or watched. I might make that a different color, so I'm going to hold off on that. But I like figures that I own from anime that I haven't watched. 2.5 Dimensional Seduction. I own a few figures from that. Televru, Evangelion, Spice and Wolf, Sword Art Online. Yeah, I try not to be honest, because it's just not something that I personally get much enjoyment out of, but I mean, I know a lot of people do. I like to be able to know what the characters are from the anime that I'm watching, or from the figures that I'm buying. Now, that's not to say that I won't pre-order figures from anime that I plan to watch, and by the time they come out, I have watched the anime. That's what I did with Cafe Terrace, and while I had not watched it by the time I got the figure, I watched the anime shortly after getting the figure, and ended up enjoying it. And ended up enjoying the figure, which I've got another one coming in the mail. Should be here in a few days. Probably a video on that next week sometime. Hopefully, anyway. Because I've got the other Cafe Terrace Spring figure coming. I've got Mau Mau figure coming, which I'm super excited about. And then a Dangers in My Heart figure. Do you recommend Televra? Yeah, I've heard it's good. I think it'd be something that I enjoyed. They do have the Blu-ray of that, which is like the full Blu-ray set. I'd like to get that at some point. Alright, so we want to do this, and it'll be 2 in a row. But I'm trying to think of the other ones that I canceled, because I can't remember. I mean, I can figure it out really quick. No, I can't, because it wouldn't tell me what I canceled. Oop, never mind. Would I buy a quarter scale figure of Mau Mau as a Fring figure? Absolutely would. I would love that. Hello, Knifes Night Zero. Hello, welcome. We are building the Tokyo Racetrack, or race course, which is a real-life stadium for racing horses in Minecraft, in our new world, where we are building a bunch of different things from Minecraft, or from anime in Minecraft. And we have been trying to design how we wanted to do the seating chart, but we have figured that out. And now I am just repeating that over and over again, and we were talking about anime figures that I have canceled, along with some other anime figures that I would like to buy, or I would like to see made. I will say, whenever it comes to freeing figures, a lot of people, they will be like, I don't want them to make certain characters in the Spring Bunny. I don't care. I think the more the merrier, and I would love to see a lot of, for one, I'd love to see Mau Mau. I think Frieren would make a great set. I think having Frieren and Fern as a two-pack, or as like a duo set, I think that would look really nice. And I think having Mau Mau would be great. You know, will they? Don't know, but I think it'd be great. One of the things I've always wanted is I'd love a quintuplets Fring set, but I don't think they'll make one. The Shinuji family, I'd love to see a Fring set of. Do you prefer Funkos or Nendroids? So here's the thing. I think Nendroids are better, but I think they are about the same whenever it comes to the value for what you're paying for them. I don't think Nendroids are worth $50 to $60. I don't think Funkos are super high quality, but they're $15. So when you say you can buy 4 Funkos for the price of 1 Nendroid, for some sets, I'd say I'm going to buy the Funkos. So I absolutely would be more willing to buy, like Ranma. I've pre-ordered the Ranma Nendroids, and I'm excited about them. But I think the Funko Pops would do just fine. That's another one that I almost canceled, but I decided not to because I do really enjoy Ranma. But the Fring figures of that, almost canceled. Not the Fring figures, the Nendroids of them. I'm sorry. Nendroids are a pain sometimes to switch parts around. Yeah, and sometimes the parts don't even stand up. Like, I've got a Promare figure, and it's great. It looks great. But it does not hold the thing, his little stick, right at all. He drops it all the time, and it's so annoying. There we go. All right, now time to put fences. Boof, boof. Bed. One reason why I buy Fring is the fact that you get a quarter scale figure of your favorite girl. Yeah, same. I agree. That's like Nagatoro. I have a Nendroid of her, but the Fring figure kind of does better for that than anything. Yeah, I really wish we would get mini stuff. We need something of mini. I've got an acrylic stand of her, but that's about it. Because that's all they make. I'm hoping that season 4, because it's 2 cores, so we're going to get, you know, it's split core. But I hope that during one of those, they'll release a minifigure. I kind of want a mommy figure that is not a bunny. Like we've got a Sumi figure. We've got a Ruka figure. We need just a regular mommy figure. Hello, Mitsuha. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. We are, for the few people that are joining in, we are building the Tokyo Race Course, which is a horse racing track in Minecraft. And that is my stomach. Doing well, just came to say hi, going to sleep, work tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's the only problem with streaming on Thursdays. It's kind of like a work day, and I'm kind of streaming late. But hopefully we can do more streams in the future on better days. It's been too busy during the summer. Is Chizuru your favorite Rent a Girlfriend girl? So, I like Ruka. Ruka was my favorite for a long time, but I do like Chizuru a lot. And I would say, nostalgia-wise, it's Ruka. But as for like actually who I like better, it's probably Chizuru, to be honest. But I like both. Yes, Tsumi's my least favorite. I'm so sorry. I'm not a shy girl fan. Like, I'm watching the Shinuji family thing, the siblings, and I just don't like Konoto, or whatever her name is, the shy littlest sister. And it kind of like breaks my whole trend because like she's the little sister and I'm like, I don't like you because there's just nothing. Like all the other sisters are better than her. Which there it kind of really breaks my trend because I like the oldest one better. Best. Oh, her, yeah. Which I'm in love with that series. That series has really surprised me. So I read the first volume of it, and I thought it was solid, but not anything mind-blowing. And then I watched the anime, which has gone further than that, and I'm like, wow, this is actually like really good. And for me, it's a tie between Ruka and Mami. Yeah, I think that's fair. I understand the Mami love. Mami love, I can understand. It's Sumi love that I have a harder time getting behind. Do you have any FGO characters you like? What is FGO? Probably, but I don't know what FGO is. Can you hear my stomach? My stomach is growling, and I'm not hungry, and my stomach is not upset, and I haven't eaten in a while, so I don't really know why it's growling, but it's like growling. Fate Grand Order. I have never heard of that. Wait, is Fate the... I mean, I know Fate Girls. I've heard them called just Fate Girls, though, so I don't know if that's the same thing. Probably. Yes, you can hear it. What the heck is wrong with you? Am I dying? What? What's wrong with you? I don't know. Well, sorry about that. How about Minnie? I assume you mean Yaemori. I like Yaemori. So if I had to rank them, it would be Sumi last by a solid margin. And then Mami, which is be like Sumi, Mami, Yaemori, Ruka, Chizuru. They're really close, really close. Lore is crazy. For Fate, the only thing I know about Fate is that there's the the Loli girls. Is that the same one? Is that the same series, or am I thinking something else? I don't, because I don't follow any of it. All I know is that there was the one of them in the shower with, or there was the figure of them in the, like under a shower, and you could put them on the same base, and I almost bought it just because I really liked that figure. Yeah, that one. Prisma Elia, or whatever it's called. I mean, I can't tell you nothing about that. I can tell you about Love Live lore. I saw a gif of Kotori today to where it looks like she's not wearing a bra in one of the workout things, and I was like, whoa, I've never seen that. And that's the kind of detail you'd love to see out of the Love Live franchise. These are all anime. Like, all right, I've mentioned this before, many times. But so I save the really popular anime for every 25 anime I watch, and Fate would probably be one of those 25. Like, to be honest, sometimes if it's not a super popular one, but if it's like kind of popular, I'll watch it every 10. Like I'll watch a if I don't know if it's like really popular, but it's kind of popular, I will put it on a 10. But every 25, I'll watch something big. Like I'm about to hit 325, and I'm gonna watch Cowboy Bebop because that's a big one. So I've been saving it for that. I'm looking forward to it. I've already got a Faye Valentine freeing figure pre-ordered, so I'm looking forward to watching that. Now, do I know if I'll like it or not? No, not at all. But I assume I'll like that one because everything I've heard about it is something that I would probably be into. How often do you watch anime daily? I watch like 2 episodes a day. If I'm really free one day, I'll watch about like 6 or 7. But I have not watched like 12 episodes in one day in like a year. Well, I take that back. Usually around Christmas, I have more free time, so I usually will binge watch like, shoot, I'll watch like 20 episodes in one day around like Christmas because I'll take a few days off from work and I'll have all day to watch anime. So around Christmas, yeah, I have time. But summer, like right now, no chance. No chance. Like usually I'll try to watch my seasonals and then I'll watch one episode of whatever anime I am currently watching. Like that is not currently airing, but is one that I am trying to catch up on. I'll watch one episode of that, then I'll go to bed. Which I won't watch anything tonight because it's a Thursday, so I'm streaming, but most nights I'll watch something. I might watch 1 or 2 episodes of Shinjuji Family or whatever, but I do have to finish editing a video that will go up on Saturday. Anyway, let's say I watch. See, I watched, and I don't know if anybody knows of this movie, but it's a movie called Coda. It won Best Picture in like 2017, and I watched that the other night. It's an Apple TV movie, and I really enjoyed that. If you enjoy Bebop, I would recommend Samurai Champloo and Space Dandy as well. Same creator. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I sometimes tend to rewatch anime because of how good some anime are. Yeah, I'll do that with, like, I know, sacrilege, but I will, that's how I'll watch dub anime. So, a lot of times, if I am doing something that is not, like, if I'm doing something that I need to be more focused on, I will turn on dub anime in the background and watch it. But it's only things that I've already watched. So, like, for example, that's how I rewatched Attack on Titan by watching the dub anime. That's why that is all the dub cast, because I really enjoyed the dub of that. I thought it was very good. I watched the Demon Slayer dub same way. I am thinking about doing the Apothecary Diaries dub and doing that because I've heard that's pretty good. But that is how I like to watch dub anime, at least. But I have never watched an anime for the first time with dub. But I don't have a problem with dub at all. Which, that's another video I might make next week, is that there was a thing that came out that was Netflix that was like 80% of people that watch anime on Netflix watch it dubbed. Which is like, obviously. I don't know how people didn't expect that. I mean, dub anime is insanely popular. And I think more and more people are realizing that because more and more anime is getting dubs. And I think that's personally a very good thing. I know people like to hate on dubs because they're like, oh, the dub voice actors are so bad. Not really. Some of them are really good. Watch the Attack on Titan dub. I think it's actually really well done. Oops. Now that we've got like the design of this down, we are flying by with the rest of it. Speaking of controversial things, Superman. Has anybody watched Superman yet? Who cares how you watch sub dub? All that matters is, oh, it's gone. I agree. Before it disappeared. Yeah, if you enjoy it, don't matter. Yeah. I had a friend that I got into anime, and he was like, I can't watch it sub because it distracts me too much. And so I was like, well, then watch it dub. And he did, and he enjoyed it. But I was going to watch Superman tonight, but I decided to stream instead. That was my thing. If the poll on Twitter went the other way and it was that you guys were like, no, just skip streaming this week, then I was going to go watch Superman. But enough of you asked me to stream, so I was like, fine. I'll probably watch it like Monday night. Pretty much no fell out of comics. Yeah, I think comics suck. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really like comics. I used to really be into Star Wars comics. And I will be honest. They're god-awful. I don't like them. Currently, there's a run of Kylo Ren comics, and I don't think they're that good, because what they do is they will reintroduce characters that will be like, oh, there's a Jedi that's still living in the sequel trilogy time period, and it's like, why? Like, you're gonna bring him back for one issue and then kill him? Like, why? And that's how comics work. There's no explanation. It ruins the lore for one simple story that does nothing, and then they move on. And they act like, oh yeah, doesn't matter. Like, there's a new Captain America now and in the comics. And it's like, why? Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. And hello, Dia, as well. Two of my mainstay viewers coming in hot. Yeah, I think, like, some of the older shows are great. And I'll even be honest, I think Teen Titans Go, as a kid's show, is actually pretty good. I know that's kind of a hot take, but I think it's actually pretty good. Is it perfect? No. And it's not serious, but it's fine. I did watch Thunderbolts, and I enjoyed Thunderbolts. I thought Thunderbolts was one of the first Marvel movies in a long time that I've had a really good time with. I have been well. How are you doing? I know a few of you are coming in for the first time here. What we are doing is we are building the stadium, which is the Tokyo Race Course, which is this thing, which is this. And this is from the anime Uma Matsume. I think that's how you pronounce it. The horse racing game that is very popular right now. This is the Tokyo Race Course, which is one of the biggest race courses in Japan and in the world. And this is one of their big, iconic race courses that is not only in the game but in real life. And so I decided to build this in Minecraft. And what we were going to do is going to build a little world to where we have different anime stuff in it. And I thought this would be a really cool first one to do. So what we are doing is we're building the bottom right now. I have not watched any movies lately. I've not watched a ton of movies. I mentioned a while ago that I watched Coda, and I did enjoy Coda. I thought Coda was a very good movie. I had a really good time watching that. Are you ready for Superman? Yeah, like I said, that was my plan for tonight. If I ended up not streaming, was that I was going to go watch Superman, but I decided to stream instead. But I plan to watch it probably first of the week. I can't get into comics anymore. That's fair. I like 100%. That's fair. This top row is always the hardest because there's nothing behind it. I am excited for Fantastic Four. I'll be honest, I'm more excited for Fantastic Four than I am Superman. But I am excited for Superman. I am curious about the new Avengers movie. I think that's kind of a last hope for Marvel. Will you buy any Hot Toys stuff? So I've bought a bunch of Star Wars ones, and I'm actually debating on whether to sell some of them. I've been working on the Star Wars collection, and I'm kind of at a crossroads because in one side I'm like, I could sell these. Not my Star Wars collection. I'm keeping my Lego collection 100%. But I'm kind of debating if I want to sell a lot of my like Hot Toys and my some of my like action figures from it, and focus more on the Lego side of it. And that's kind of a debate I've been having with myself lately. So I can't wait for Spider-Man. Brand New Day. I need it now. I think that is the one Spider-Man or the one movie, Marvel movie that I can almost guarantee will be good, because I just don't think they'll let Spider-Man be bad, because that's pretty much their one thing that they know they can make money on, and I cannot see them letting that fail. And if the rumors are true, to where we're getting like Hulk and Punisher in it and everything, I think it'll be pretty good. Hello, Sergio. I think I pronounced that right. Welcome in. Welcome in. We are building a race course for our anime race horses in Minecraft. I will sleep here in just a moment, and it'll make it daytime, and I'll show it off a little bit. I need a sad and broken Spider-Man in this movie. So I kind of want a Spider-Man that is trying to do his own thing, and like I want a... I don't really want a depressed Spider-Man, but I want a Spider-Man that's like down on his luck, if that makes sense. Like one that is not necessarily depressed, but is like struggling to accept a world where he is like having to basically, you know, he doesn't have his aunt anymore. He doesn't have, you know, Tony to do everything for him. He's basically got to do everything on his own. I want like that. Don't know if it's a hot take, but I prefer the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. I like the first one, not the first one, the second one, and then I think the first one and the third one are fine. Finally, we're done. But yeah, there's our thing so far. Let's go sleep. But I just, here's the thing. I don't think the Spider-Man movies are the best superhero movies. I think probably the best superhero movies are, honestly, the Iron Man movies. I think are really good. But I think, you know, there is some exceptions. 2 is not great. I do like 3 quite a bit. I think Captain America movies are really good, but the third one is basically just an Avengers movie. And then the 4th Captain America I haven't watched. Not that I don't want to eventually watch it, just haven't watched it yet. We need to see Black Cat in these new movies, and I need to see her in that classic suit. I think everybody wants that. That is the one thing that I hate that the Andrew Garfield movies never did, is that we never got to see Felicity Jones in that Black Cat outfit. Because Felicity Jones was like my celebrity crush. I mean, still is. I think she's, you know, a very good actress. She was in The Brutalist last year, also in Rogue One. And I very upset. She had long hair in that one, in the Spider-Man movies there. What about Aquaman did you like? So I liked the first one okay. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was fine. And then the second one I never watched. It's the same way with Wonder Woman. I thought the first one was fine, not as good as everybody said it was, and then I never watched the second one. Like the first Wonder Woman has like two really good scenes, and that's it. Everybody like saying, "Oh, it's one of the best." I'm like, what? How? Like it's solid. I don't have a problem with it, but it's. Do you have any favorite Western cartoons? Uh, so I do like Star Wars, The Clone Wars. I did like Rebels. So basically all the Star Wars shows I'm kind of a fan of. Growing up, I liked Jimmy Neutron, uh, Fairly Odd Parents, some of SpongeBob. Didn't like I'm kind of like everybody else. I think once the past season 5, they're just okay. I think some of the newer SpongeBob does look funny, and I probably would enjoy it, but Wonder Woman, she is hot character and actress. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of her as an actress, but I mean, you can't deny she's in a very, you know, she's very nice to look at. I think anybody who tells you differently is lying to you. My favorite was Ed and Eddie. Hot take. I could never get into Ed, Ed, and Eddie growing up. But I'll tell you what, there was a game, and I can't really remember what it was about, but on the Cartoon Network website that I loved to play, and it was Ed, Ed, and Eddie. But I can't remember anything about it. All I remember was that it was Ed, Ed, and Eddie themed. That's about all I remember of it. Hold on. I was not a Cartoon Network kid growing up. That was my biggest thing. I did not like Adventure Time, and I was okay on regular show. I could watch it like a couple times, but if it was like a marathon going on of it, I could not stand it. I hated Steven Universe. Hated Steven Universe. Just could not get into it. There are some shows that I think are more, they think they're better than their audience. And at that point, I no longer care about the show. I just am like, oh, then it's not for me. All right. There's our progress so far. The Batman was perfect. I haven't watched. Here's the thing. All right, I did watch about 90% of the Batman. I watched it in a bathroom in New York. So it was playing in the. I'm gonna look at these pictures, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna look at it myself real quick. It was playing in the hotel bathroom in my hotel in New York. And you might say, why was there a bathroom, or why was there why was there a TV in the bathroom? I don't know, but there was. And so I watched about 90% of the Batman there, and I did enjoy my time with it. Now I'll tell you this, while I was sitting in the bathroom, I did take a shower, so I had to watch it with subtitles for about 90% of it. And so that part of it probably was not the best way to watch it. The Penguin Show was amazing. I've never watched it. I'll be honest, I refuse to pay for HBO Max because it's too expensive. Even though I pay for YouTube TV, and that's just as expensive, or more expensive for me watching it barely at all. I think that looks fine. Yeah. What about Ant-Man? I liked Ant-Man. I didn't like the third one. I thought the second one was fine. I mean, a lot of people hate the second one. I thought it was fine. I am one of the people that will defend the first Captain Marvel. Never watched the second one, but I did enjoy the first one. I thought it was actually not too bad. Plus, for the people that's like, the people that say that Gal Gadot is attractive, I cannot see how you could say anything different about Brie Larson. Did you like the Deadpool movies and the new one? So I liked the first one and I liked the third one quite a bit. I think the second one is okay. Oops. I'm trying to think of other Marvel movies. I didn't mind. Oh shoot! I didn't mind the first two Thor movies. And it would be a hot take. Didn't. I thought the third one was pretty good, and then I thought the fourth one was god awful. Captain America movies were great. I liked all three of them. Haven't watched the fourth one yet, but I mean, no reason, just haven't done it yet. I do have Disney Plus, so I'll probably watch it at some point, but just haven't yet. Was one of these tunnels 4? That's 5. That's 5. That's 5. That's 5. No, we're good. The X-Men movies are great. So I've only watched the one with the younger cast. Disney movies. So I really liked my favorite Disney movie in recent memory is Wreck-It Ralph. Loved Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph was amazing. Um, and then Ralph Breaks the Internet is no good. I do like the Frozen movies. I think the Frozen movies are pretty good. Moana 2 and Moana 1, I didn't like. I like Tangled a lot. I like, I think all the Toy Story movies are good, even 4. What movie made you cry? Last movie that made me cry? I mean, Coda made me tear up. That's the last movie that made me, like, tear up. Now, the last movie that made me, like, full-on cry? Good gosh. It's been a minute. I don't know, to be honest. What about the new movie, Elio? So, I was gonna go watch Elio the other night. Well, the week it came out. I was gonna go watch it, and I was gonna make a video talking about how I hated the stupid bean mouth. And then this other guy, I had planned to go watch it on like a Tuesday night. And then Monday night, I was sitting at home looking through YouTube, and a guy basically made the exact same video that I wanted to make, but he made it better. And as soon as he did that, I was like, well, I cannot do anything as good as what he just did. So, and then I was like, I'm not going to spend my money to go watch Elio then. Can't tell you who the dude was. I wasn't subscribed to him, but he did a really good job. But I've heard good things out of Elio. I really like Soul. Soul was a really good movie. I did go watch Inside Out 2, and I thought that was really good. Incredibles 2 sucked. Didn't like that. And if they don't age him up in the third one, then I think it's a waste of time. Yeah, the bean mouth is stupid. Any real life movies, like real life stories you like? Well, Coda's not about real life. I mean, it's like a, live action film, and it's just about real life people, but it's not based on a true story or anything. Last real life live action movie I watched. Gosh, I haven't watched any in a while. Have you watched the F1 movie? I have not. I do plan to eventually, though. I really like Rush. Rush is a great movie. Ford versus Ferrari, great movie. What's another one? Can't really think of any right now, to be honest. I thought Rocket Man was a really good musical biography. I thought Bohemian Rhapsody was fine. Have you ever watched Breaking Bad? Yes, it is really good. So is Better Call Saul. What about the Nike movie? There was a Nike movie? I have not seen that. Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again? No, I have not watched Mamma Mia. Has anyone ever watched that movie, Bridge to Terabithia? I enjoyed that movie growing up. Have you ever watched Tick Tick Boom Boom with Andrew Garfield? I have not. I've heard it's really good, though. One of my favorite movies of all time is called The Right Stuff. It's an older movie, but it's about the Mercury program in NASA, and it's really good. What about White Chicks? I've never watched White Chicks. One more row of these things. Have you seen Dexter? I have not seen Dexter. My mom likes Dexter, though. Oh, good grief, it's raining again. It's a thunderstorm. We can sleep. 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 Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, boy. We don't gotta sit through the stinking rain again. Dexter's Lab. I never watched that growing up. Like I said, I wasn't a Cartoon Network kid. Alrighty. Well, wait. Before we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Yeah, I think it turned out nice. We do have a lot of work to go, but we did make a lot of progress, to be honest. It's been about 2 hours, and since it's a Thursday night, I figured I'm not gonna keep you guys any longer. I need to get a few things done, like finish editing that video and everything. I have thought about doing some Saturday streams and just seeing how they go, but we'll see. I will be back next Thursday for another stream. Hopefully that will be the collection reviews. You cannot submit your collections anymore, but for the few of you that are here, if you'd like to do that, just DM me. I'll include it. I'm gonna buy a second Teaser Rude Indro to put it in a wedding dress. That's a good idea. I should do that. I never thought about that. That's a good idea. But if you'd like to include your collection, feel free to DM me on Twitter. I will include it. And yeah, a video coming out on Saturday, and then should be a video out on Monday, Wednesday, and next Saturday as well. So anyway, and all the shorts have been recorded and they're uploaded, so they're just scheduled for the next week. So you'll have plenty of shorts to go through as well. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. Like I said, this live and how it performs the next few days on the algorithm and everything. If people go back and watch it, will determine if we're going to play any more Minecraft. I kind of want to. I think this idea is neat, but it just depends. The Attack on Titan video where we painted the stuff, uh, the houses and everything, that did really good. Both of them have done really good, so we'll do more of that. But as for this one really depends on how well it does. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll look at the algorithm here in a few days, the analytics, see how it goes. But anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. A lot of you tuned in for a little bit. Not a lot of you hung around, but I appreciate for everybody that did. And yeah, we will be back soon. But until then,